Alright, what's up, guys? Tony, Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always. Still on the lake with Nick. We are two schmucks about to talk about impeachment. I think that's going to be the off the rails for this one. So, the premise basically is simple here. I looked at Nick and I was like, hey, what do you know about this impeachment? I know just enough to be dangerous. Sounds like Nick knows about the same.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be fun to just kind of discuss what we know, and I want to just start with this. Before we even get into this topic, I want to just start. Ooh, that hurt. Start with this. There is no political alignment being made, and no shade at anybody being thrown. This is just what we know and what we believe.
Full disclaimer: I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yeah, same.
I vote third party, so I don't really give a shit about either of the two major parties.
Yeah, and so I don't want anyone to come at me over politics and make a big deal, unless you're like a celebrity and you can really blow up the channel.
Please
do.
Comment.
Also, Samuel Adams Oktoberfest official drink of the channel, non-contracted at this point, waiting on Samuel Adams to hold up their end of the deal.
Yep.
It's the American lager. Anyways, so we were talking about this, and like I said, guys, really important to understand. No political alignment on this one. We don't give a shit. We're just talking about what we know. So apparently, Donald Trump is looking to possibly be impeached.
Yeah.
And the reason is he called somebody in Ukraine, said, "Hey, Joe Biden's son, let's look into this kid." Now, Nick told me what did you say you knew about Joe Biden's son?
Joe Biden's son is or was on an energy board, the board of directors for Ukraine. Which is kind of weird because he doesn't have an energy background of any sort. It's one of those things where, okay, you got hooked up because you're the son of a vice president.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. Not illegal, just odd.
Which brought us to one of our first points, not to interrupt you, was rules versus ethics, which is something that the past few weeks I've been really boggling my mind around. But anyways, go ahead.
So, of course, Trump calls the Ukrainian president and says, let's check into this.
Yeah, help me out.
Why is his
Quid pro quo, I believe, is the word that they use.
Yeah.
Or quid pro quo, or squid pro quo.
I think it's squid pro quo.
Squid crow. Squid crow pro?
Crow pro.
So we're taking a squid and a crow and making them pro.
Yeah, that's basically what I...
Which one's Trump? It's either squid or the crow.
Ooh.
Because squids are not orange.
No.
But crows are pretty much a solid black, and Donald Trump is
the opposite of that.
He is an absolute racist.
Yeah,
so I don't think he wants to be a crow. I don't know. And he's definitely not a pro. Another day, another story.
Yeah. So, again, I don't know that it's illegal to call a foreign country's president if you think there's some national security concerns with his son being on the board of directors. But when the father of this kid is currently running against you in the 2020 election, it's also kind of weird timing to all of a sudden bring up the Biden family and their ties to this,
my understanding is he threatened to withhold, or maybe not didn't threaten, but he said, we do a lot for you guys, you need to do this for me, kind of like, let's a trade.
Scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, type of thing.
So I get where the issue is.
What we're confused about is, I don't know that either side broke any laws.
Yeah, maybe there is a law and I'm just not aware of it, which is fair. Because there's a lot of laws I'm not aware of, but that's also because a lot of laws are stupid and don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I don't, that's just not something I'm interested in.
So I think it might be a situation where you just have two rich, powerful families throwing shade at each other, but neither one technically did anything illegal, so it's just a bunch of making something out of nothing type of thing, just to, that's what happens in politics. It's mudslinging.
So, and I guess if it truly is illegal or unethical, so let's just say, for the sake of this video, this is another really good song too, this video game mix, man, I don't give a fuck. Video Game Study Lounge on Spotify, guys, that is what's up. Fair trade usage.
Yep.
I don't even know if that's going to work. Anyways, so fuck, man. God, I had something really good. So, whether it's illegal or whatever the term is we want to use, let's just say it's wrong. For the sake of moving forward, it's wrong. The fact that whatever he did was wrong is wrong. But then there's the withholding the phone call, putting it on the private server, all the shadiness of not wanting to get engaged with the conversation about that. So there's a lot of things going on. Apparently there's another country he's done that with. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around how he's able to do all these things, and it's going to take so long to take care of this process and impeach him.
I mean, his term will have finished before he'll probably even get to a point of where he'd be like officially impeached.
And what's worse is he doesn't again, no political alignment here, but he clearly does not give a fuck because he pulled those troops out and watched the Middle East just erupt into war here within the past 10 days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that's why I'm really confused of what the point is of impeaching him when he's likely going to finish his term. And
possibly get reelected.
Yeah, if they don't get it resolved in time, he's going to run again. He's that kind of human. I don't understand all the scope
he
here.
doesn't. There's no bad press for Donald Trump. He doesn't give a shit.
Oh, at this point, yeah.
Any press is good press.
It's
his
fucked
motto,
up.
you know.
But so I don't understand what the point. Even Republicans are coming out and saying they want to see him impeached. So that's what confuses me is, if this is the case, then why is it going to take this long? Also, if what he did was that blatantly wrong, why do we have to go through this long-ass process if no one's above the law?
Yeah, it should be an immediate firing if that's the case.
Meanwhile, if somebody, think about all the people of lower economic status who, they get arrested and their lives are wrecked immediately. This dude's going to get to finish out his term as the president, even though he did something, again, air quotes, wrong.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man. Like I said, I don't understand the exact...
And this is all assuming that he did something wrong, which we don't know.
Yeah.
That's another part of the problem.
Squid Crow Pro.
Yep.
Is what kind of has us confused, because if that is truly illegal, which we'll assume for the sake of argument it is, then why is it taking this? Why would it take this long?
Yeah.
Why would he
case
not?
Closed right there, but
so I don't know, man. That's like I said, two schmucks talking about presidency issues and being impeached. I mean, this is what you're gonna get.
I think this is where we're at in politics, man. It's just constant mudslinging from either side with very little accomplished.
Pretty much. There isn't...
who can talk more shit about the other?
Yeah. And then... Can I just bring up the fact that the last, two Democratic debates have had, it feels 1,000 people on the stage?
Even though they've, narrowed it down, it's still way too many people.
Yeah.
Way too many people who have never polled higher than 2% the entire time.
And they're arguing about the new Green Deal and all this shit. Meanwhile the planet's completely falling apart. No big deal, guys. No rush. We're just on the shot clock. But whatever. I don't know. Like I said, it's just two schmucks talking about politics. But it doesn't. I don't necessarily understand, because people can say, well, it's not hard to understand that he broke the law. Okay, if he broke the law, then why do we have to go through this huge process of impeachment to get him out, because you tell me no one's above the law? And again, you can sit here and tell me all day, well, there's this and there's that and there's that and there's this, but a spade's a spade.
Prove us wrong.
Do something about it. Because he continues to do things while in office, so clearly he's not worried about this either, and I wouldn't be if I was him, because impeachment's going to take forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Anybody that's more informed on the topic, feel free to comment.
Yeah, I don't want links.
No.
Break it down. Give me a 3-bullet response. If you can bold the topic of each response.
Yep.
And then...
Single space?
Single space would be nice. That would be wonderful. But if not, we understand. Again, this is just it's a weird topic. We don't know all the facts. It does seem like something shady or shitty or shiity. Yeah, I don't know, maybe shanty towns. Shiesty? Ooh, I like that. Something in the shadows, if you will. A lot of went down.
Yep.
Which is fine. But then, like, again, if what he did was truly wrong, unethical, or illegal, why is this process going to take that long?
Break it down for us, listeners. We need help.
All right, guys. Two schmucks talking about impeachment. That's a good one.